Hey guys, it is 7 o'clock and we are ready to go. I'm going to apologize in advance. I have a cough and a cold. So I have a cough drop in. I've got some water right here. My voice is not what it always is and I may be coughing a little bit in front of you. Anyway, we are so excited you are here. We do this weekly on Tuesday nights. And we are a group of women who are fired up and passionate about health and fitness. Hey, Wendy. And love to share our message and see if this is a good place for you as well. So a little bit of background. My name is Caitlin Gordon. I am one of the founders and leaders of Firestarter Nation. We are a group of women and we range from, I think our farthest is Guam, all the way to the UK. So we're in Canada, the United States, the UK, and soon to be France. We're constantly expanding. I have been in this business for 4.5 years. My background is actually nursing. I'm a registered nurse. When my boys were born, I knew I always wanted to stay home. So I was trying to find a way. Realized, of course, a phone message comes right through right now. Realized really quickly that I still needed a way to connect with other people, that I was still really passionate about health. And even though I loved being home with my boys, I was really missing a connection to other people and a passion and a need to have an impact on other people's health. So 4 years later, I'm still here. We're all here and we love it. And someone in this group saw something in you and invited you here. And that blows my mind and is so exciting. The impact and the reach we have in our own families, in our communities, and now globally is huge. So why coaching, right? I'm going to keep this kind of short and sweet. We really appreciate your time. We value that you're here, whether you could make it live or you couldn't. Just so you know, this will be up until Sunday evening. We start new coaches every Monday. To get there a good grounding and to get the week started right. We have mentorships that start. So it will be up until Monday or Sunday night. So you have till then to make the decision. So why coaching? So, excuse me, I knew that was going to happen at some point. So there are really 3 components to coaching that really kind of sum it all up. Fitness, friendship, and freedom. I have some notes because I can go off on tangents. I get really excited. So fitness, it's fitness and it's health and it's for life, right? I know so many of us have tried different things to get healthy in the past. Myself, after I had my children, I gained 50 pounds with both pregnancies, and then my weight kind of fluctuated. But health, we know health is not just about a number, right? I also felt like a real lack of energy, a real lack of drive. I felt isolated. My gut didn't feel good. Like it was a whole ball of things, not just weight together. So our main focus here is self-care. That's really what we are grounded in. So we work on ourselves from the inside out. So it's a combination of really great world-renowned fitness programs. You've probably heard of some of them. P90X, Insanity, Turbo Fire, or maybe you've done Turbo Kicks in the gym. Help me out, ladies, if you're on here. We have some new ones, Core to Force. All of Shanti's programs are on there. There's Body Beast, 21 Day Fix. Like you name it, there is a program to fit you, and they are amazing. They are science, they are research-based. As a trainer and a nurse, that was something that was really important to me, but it is amazing. We also have really great nutrition programs, and let me just say this up front. You do not have to be a trainer, you do not have to be in the health profession, but you also can be. You are not Beachbody. These are tools that you have, so you will be your own CEO, and these are just tools in your toolbox. So, hey Audrey. So if you are running this as a fitness enthusiast, as part of our team, you find what works for you. You reach out to the people. Hey Allison, hey Karen. And you support them along the journey. If you are a fitness professional or a health professional, that may look a little bit different for you, right? You may be adding this on to things that you are already currently doing at the gym. You may be using this as the foundational nutritional program that you have been looking to be able to give your clients so that they can have success. World renowned. Okay, and support. This is the part where we feel like all other things kind of the carpet gets ripped out from under you, right? You start really strong, and then the second week things get really hard, right? Like you don't want to get up earlier, you don't want to get that workout in, or maybe you have a barbecue on the weekend and you feel like you failed and you just quit. So this is fitness and health for life. Excuse me. We pick different programs at different times that fit our needs and our timing. We pick nutrition that is, so it's well balanced, healthy, whole nutrition for life. There's no deprivation. There is no cutting out food groups. This is how do you fit in the foods that you actually love and want to eat and figure out how to fuel your body. So there's no gimmicks. There's no tricks. You're not going to learn how to eat one way and then have to go back to how you were eating before and feel like you don't know what you're doing. As a trainer or a health professional, if you are in here, these are sound programs. We have two that we really lean towards. One really helps people figure out portion sizes and servings through the day. One really looks kind of at the plate as a whole and deals kind of more with the emotional side of eating. So no matter which way you need, it is there. The other thing that we really focus on is a nutrition shake that you guys may have heard of. It is called Shakeology. I will tell you right now, it is not anything like anything you have heard of before, and I am sure you have heard of probably hundreds of different shakes out there, right? So not everybody has to drink it, but we recommend it. I literally recommend it to people with children all the way through my family and friends, trainers, athletes, moms, all the way up. Our environment, our soil has made it so that even the best foods that we are eating are deplete of nutrients. 90% of Americans are at least nutrient deficient in one area. Most of us are more than that. So this is just a nutrition shake, which I'm not going to go into all the details. I'm a nutrition nerd. But there's not one person that this shake couldn't help. There are a variety, like every single kind of product really that you could think of that people might need is here. And that's on purpose, right? We want to be able to help people, not with what we think they need, but what they actually need, right? There's so many programs out there, hey Nance, that will say like, try this, and they haven't even asked you what your goals are. That's not what this is about. So we have collagen. There's a performance line that is supported by major sports institutions, even Ironman, right? So we have a great plant-based performance line. We have boosts that help with your gut, that help with your energy, that help with your digestion. We have snack bars that can help people with that, because I think probably every person in America has some kind of snack bar in their cabinet, and most of them probably aren't very good for you. So our aim is not to give people product. Our aim is to support them on whatever their health journey needs to look like to get them to their goals. And the best part of it is this team. So that brings me to number 2. Number 1 was fitness and health for life. We are in this together for the long haul. We do not give up on each other. Number 2, friendship. So who are the fire starters? We are an ambitious group of positive women. We value health. We value health for ourselves. We value health for our families. We value health for our communities, our schools. We want to have an impact on our world, and we are women who want to go somewhere, right? So just so you know, we have stay-at-home mamas. We have full-time mamas. We have working women. We have women who are not mamas. We have hairstylists and accountants. We have nurses. We have trainers. We have registered dietitians. We have pharmacists. We have physical therapists. The gamut of women in all different professions, people who have chosen to stay home, but women who are driven, who are passionate, and who want to go somewhere in life. The friendships here, I have so many friends that I would never have expected to have, and as a stay-at-home mom, I actually ended up feeling a little bit isolated, and that was the part of this that continuously blows my mind. I went into this thinking I could help my clients, and I sure as heck did, but the person I have really helped the most is myself. So we go to live events together, we do hikes together, we get together as a local team when we can. Weekly or bi-weekly is kind of what we're doing as the school year has started, and we're all transitioning into different routines. We Also do team calls because we can't be together locally if some of us are in the UK and some of us are in Guam and some of us are here. So we see each other on a weekly basis. We care about each other. We do not talk only about business because business is only one part of who you are. So we know each other's families. We know when each other is struggling. We know if someone has got a race coming up. We know if someone's got a celebration coming up. We know if someone's child is going to college. Like, these are our kindred spirits. These are our people who are here with us through thick and thin. Okay, so then freedom. This is a job opportunity unlike pretty much any other out there, right? So you have freedom of time. You can work this business when you can, especially when you're starting. It takes probably about an hour a day. Excuse me. And a lot of that is self-care, which is awesome. Does it have to be a full hour chunk at a time? Absolutely not. A lot of us are red light, like at a stop sign, check-ins. We're carpool check-ins, like when we're picking up our kids from school. We're lunchtime check-ins. We get up early before our workday starts. There are people on our team who have built solid businesses working from 9 to 11 p.m. at night. So, like I said, you are the CEO. You build this on your own. No one can tell you when or how you have to build it. So you have complete freedom of time. You have freedom of people. You get to pick who you work with, which is amazing. I can tell you as a nurse, I worked on some units where the dynamic was pretty toxic. And I know a lot of you can relate with that. You don't always get to pick who you work with, but here you do. And we attract an amazing tribe of women. You get to work wherever you want. So you can work at home. You can work, like I said, on your lunch break. You can work on vacation. You can work from a coffee shop. We did a lot of kind of stuff during the weekend over the summer, and so I would work in the car while the kids were reading, like complete freedom of place. And then the ultimate goal, which is financial freedom. So you may have seen in the page, I put up some of the financials for some of the people on our team. Is that our huge main focus? No, but this is a business, right? And we want you to see the potential that is in it. There are people who are in it just to cover the cost of their own health products that they love. There are people who also kind of want to just help impact the people that are around them. And then there are people who want to make a full-time income at part-time hours, and all of that is possible for you. There are people who are debt-free by 30. There are people who are debt-free by 40. And this isn't some pie-in-the-sky thing where you see some famous person you will never touch walk across the stage. These are my closest friends who have made $1 million in the business, or who have paid off their car payment, or who can afford their manis and petties without feeling like they're pulling from their family, or who have started college funds for their children, or who have been able to, do that for their own car payment. Whatever that is for you, that is what this can be, and that is what your work will have to align with when you start. So you get to decide also how much you want to make in this business. But when I started, it was like, what could I do with like an extra $100 a month? What could we do with that? And then it became, okay, what could we do with an extra, $500-700 a month? And then it's like, what could I do with $1,000 a month? Like, the potential for growth is huge. So freedom of time, people, place, financial freedom is huge. So, okay, I know you have probably, a handful of reasons why this can't work for you. And let me tell you, I was invited to this business 4 times. As a trainer, I was a little bit stubborn. I thought, well, I know how to train people. I'm already super busy. I have little children at home. They were 3 and 5 at the time. I didn't really have money. I didn't feel like I had money to give because my husband made the money, and I didn't really want to take some of that to put into something else. I was kind of worried about the whole MLM thing because there's a complete misrepresentation out there about what that means. And let me just cover that real quick. There are no pyramid schemes out there. I would hands over take this opportunity rather than sitting in a cubicle, right? or working under some CEO who has all the potential while I am down at the bottom, stuck at at nursing, the most we could earn every year was a 3% raise. 1 to 3%, right? You get to determine your own destiny in this. No one else gets to decide that for you. Whoever brought you on here, you could surpass them. No one pulls away from what you achieve. All of that is completely false. You do not have to buy a ton of inventory and have it in your house and sell it. This is how much inventory you have to have. None. So it's not about that at all. Excuse me. You're not just trying to sign up people for the sake of signing them up. Like, we bring people on because we love them and we want them to be a part of this. That is it. So cover that. Okay. So number one thing we hear, I'm too busy. Look, I'm going to be real with you all for a second. We are all busy women. This world only gets busier with time. Kind of when I thought my children were little, I was thinking like, oh, when things just get, now it's getting darker behind, I'm getting all flashed out with light. There we go. I can see you. I was thinking, gosh, I'll just wait to start taking care of myself. And what time are we at? 7:16. I'm doing so good with time. Okay. I'll just wait until they're a little bit older and I have more time for myself. Let me tell you something. That doesn't happen, right? Like, their activities get different. Even though they're in school, my days get filled in different ways. There's 100 different things I could put my attention to other than myself, or even my coaching career right now, right? But I also knew this as I looked. Was I scrolling Facebook and Instagram? Sure was. Was I watching Netflix at night? Sure was. Was I spending my time in ways that was harmful to my body instead of helpful to my body? Sure was. So if you can find an hour in your day in 15-minute chunks, you can do this. If you want to feel good in your own skin and be around women who want to feel good in their own skin and have energy and impact their family, their community, their world, you have time for this. You can make it work. Yeah, does it sometimes mean a little bit of sacrifice? Heck yes, but the most important things in life always do, right? So you get up a little bit earlier. A lot of us do that to work out. I am working on it. I'm going to tell you right now, we are all super honest. We do not pretend to be things we are not in this team, and getting up early is a little bit hard for me. That means sometimes people are doing it during their lunch hour. That means sometimes people are staying up a little bit late. But the sacrifice now of a little bit of time for the massive impact that you can have on your family's lives is so worth it. If you can feel better when you're 80 because of what you did now to take care of yourself, it is totally worth it. I am telling you, we are all busy. I know we feel like we cannot put one more thing on our plate, but let me tell you right now, you deserve to be on your own plate, okay? So, busy. Money, right? Gosh, money is hard. Money is hard for everybody. No matter how much you have, it is the value that you place on it, right? And I know, having been approached by other companies, that you may be worried about what does it take to invest and what am I gonna be forced to buy and all of this stuff. I looked into opening a brick and mortar gym. I trained in other facilities. I spent more on gas commuting to my nursing job than I spend to keep my coaching business open. So the only cost to you ever is your own health. What? Like, that's crazy. So for me, that means I pay for my Shakeology because I 100% believe in it. 100%. I also use some of the Performance line because sometimes I have energy issues and because sometimes I get sore. So I use those things. I have been using collagen for a couple of years now, and Beachbody has a great product with that. And my family is in love with the bars that are super clean. So those are the things that I use because I choose to use them. But you get to pick what's important to you. There's a full line of stuff that I don't use because it doesn't fit my life, and you don't have to do that. Like I said before, you're not a billboard for Beachbody. You're a billboard for you and your life. Like, Beachbody will be one component of it, but what you'll share is you and your life and how this has made it better. So that's money. The other thing is there's a $16 fee a month, and that controls your entire back office. So that is your customer lists. That's their addresses. That's the shipping information. That's your entire, not employee list, but your team list, right? Behind that, you don't ever have to keep track of any of that. You get emails notifying you of things. So that, to keep your entire business open month to month, is $16. I'm sorry, it's $1 million to open a McDonald's. That's crazy. So there's that cost, and then your health cost. Most coaches drink Shakeology or some of the performance line, and that completely covers that. So is it an investment in the first place? Sure. But I can tell you, like I was saying before, that investment now will mean you're investing less in your health when you are older and trying to improve your own quality of life because you didn't take care of your life and yourself and your health from the inside out in your mindset from the beginning. Okay, now here's the other thing, fear of being salesy. My team knows, I am actually the biggest introvert, and the only reason that I am really good at being on here right now is because my girls are here with me and we love each other. You do not have to feel like you have to be a salesperson because we're not selling anything, right? We are here together, and we have chosen to be healthy advocates. We're advocates of a healthy lifestyle. And when someone approaches us, we have tools that we can give them if they don't already have them to take care of what they need. So let's say, so someone can do, yes, I know, Wendy, kindred spirits. So someone may come to you and need a whole program. They have no idea what they're doing. They definitely need your support as a coach. And they need something they can do to work out at home or at the gym. Our workouts can be streamed live, so they can be done anywhere. So some people like them to do them at home, and some people like to do them at the gym, and you can do them either way. They need a nutrition program. They need a nutrition shake. Potentially they need snacks or performance line or whatever. So you can fit what they need to them. Some people like to go to group fitness classes, or like to do spin classes, or like to ride their bike outside, or like to run outside. And so you can either say, okay, well, let's help you with nutrition, because that's the part that we really need to figure out, is how to fuel your body. Or maybe their workout program is missing something like weightlifting, so they can do part of that there. Or maybe someone has the workouts totally nailed down and you're just there to help them with nutrition. So you get to pick and choose what a person needs completely to make them have a well-rounded, healthy lifestyle. And now this is where really we work on a little bit of mindset. Do you ever have trouble recommending who your hairstylist is? Or do you have trouble recommending your favorite recipe to somebody? Do you feel like they're gonna think you're weird? Or maybe, gosh, there are so many things out there that I recommend to people. My favorite vacuum I will recommend to people. It just keeps getting darker. Ooh. And here's the thing. I don't have trouble anymore recommending these things to people because they are life-changing and I know that it will help them. The only difference is that, yes, I get a little percentage of that, but when people see where your heart is coming from, if you come to them asking questions and really trying to figure out what will best serve them, they will never question where you're coming from. So that's something. We are not a salesy team. We're not out there promoting products. That's not how we roll. So that's not something you ever need to be fearful about, right? Let's see. Okay, so here's the last thing. A lot of people are like, I've never done this before. I have no idea how to do this. I had no business training at all before I started this. I went to nursing school where we literally learned how to take care of a person's health and body. And then I went into training where I learned how to take care of a person's health and nutrition, but there was no business training or how to do any of this. So you don't have to know how to do anything from the get-go at all. If you are interested, will need to let us know by Sunday night. I'm going to post an application down in the comments below this video once it fully loads, and you can put your information in there. We start our mentorships on Mondays, so that's one thing we have. We have a new mentorship for brand new coaches, one for our smaller team, and then one for our larger team as a whole. So we have that there. The training is self-paced, so you don't have to feel like it's homework that you're not going to be able to follow through with or be able to figure out. We have team calls that are weekly. They're right now on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So you can connect with us there and ask us questions. And then your sponsor coach will be there for you one-on-one until you don't want them to be there for you anymore. So you never have to feel like you're alone or you have to figure this out on your own. We will be there to guide you step by step. So what's expected, right? So what do? So we work out, we show what we eat, we show the rest of our lives. I'm a boy mama, I'm a mountain girl, I'm a small town girl, I teach heavy bag boxing, so I'm super into that. I'm really into like the woman up and just strong movements where you're not just strong for a girl, you're just strong. So that's me. We have people who are super into hiking. We have people who are super into meditation. We have people who are super into baking. We have people who travel to visit their kids who are now grown and elsewhere. So that is what you share. You don't share Beachbody, you share you. So that's your expectation, is to just share your life through the day and invite people to do it with you. And then this is what we would ask. When you think about joining, we want to help you get a kickstart right away. So think about 2 people who you think could join this with you. People who you think that could be impacted by this just as much as you could. Think about people who need help with their health. Maybe it's your sister, maybe it's your mom, maybe it's a roommate. And have their names on your mind and your heart when you start this process so that we can kickstart how you're going to jump in and do this. So that is basically, look at that, 7:27. What we do, who we are in a nutshell. Again, thank you so much for being on here. This video will be live until Sunday. That's when we'll also take applications until Sunday nights, because our mentorship, like I said, starts Monday. We do these videos and these lives every Tuesday. So if you feel like you need more information, you're welcome to do that too. But we really, really want you to look inside yourself and see just think. Like, is your gut saying, I would love to take care of myself. I would love to be around women who would love to take care of themselves. I want to make an impact on my world. I want to make an impact on my family. I want to be surrounded by positive women who are going somewhere. Then, think, is this the place for you? Feel free to ask questions below in the comments. Feel free to ask questions to the person that invited you here. You belong here, and we hope to see your application come in by Sunday night. We will see you soon.